start off this look, I partially blocked out my eyebrows. You can click the link in the top right hand corner for a full tutorial on that. Taking some black face paint on a small detail brush, I'm going to draw some circles around my eyes for the eye holes, as well as outline the entire mask. And then with that same black face paint, I'm going to fill in the entire eye area and set it with a black powder. Next, taking some white face paint, I'm going to fill in the entire mask. Taking some light brown powder, I'm going to dust around the perimeter of the mask. This technique will help with shading as well as making the mask look a little bit more dirty and roughed up. On a Q-tip, I picked up some black face paint, and I'm going to use this reference photo of the Jason mask, and I'm going to start placing those little black holes everywhere that they are in my reference photo. Really, with all of the detailing for the mask, it's best to use a reference photo and just go off that. Before finishing up those little holes, I took some red face paint and I outlined where the red detailing is going to be. This will help me map out where the other holes are going to be at the top. Taking some black face paint on a small detail brush, I'm going to start drawing out some squares on the top and both sides of my face to create those little straps. Going back in with the red face paint, I'm going to fill in all of the red detailing. To add some dimension to those holes, I'm going to add a little bit of highlight on the inside of each one. So I'm just going to draw a little C-like shape on the left side of the inside of every hole. I'm also going to highlight these straps on the side of the face as well. Taking some brown on a small detailing brush, we're going to start shading around all of the details. So we're going to shade around the straps on the sides of the mask, and we're also going to shade around every single one of the holes. This part is really tedious, but it's what helps makes the mask really pop and look a little more realistic. Also, don't forget to shave around the eye holes, leaving a little bit of space between the shading and the actual hole to create that natural highlight. Taking some black eyeshadow, I'm going to shade all around the mask. This is what's going to help make it look like it's popping off of our skin. So what I did here is I first shaded all around in black, and then I went back over that with brown to help blend out the edges of that line. You want to keep the darkest part of the shading closest to the mask and then fade it out with that brown. Taking some white face paint on a Q-tip, I filled in the detailing on the straps. Starting on the body for Jason, I went with the version where he's wearing the collared shirt. So I mixed some green face paint with some black to make this dark green olivey color. So I first outlined where I want the collars to be, and then I filled in the entire shirt, and then where I have those collars, I shaded it with black. Taking some white face paint, I'm highlighting the top part of the collars to help contrast the shading. I'm also adding highlights to my shoulders and the center part of my chest. Taking that same white face paint on a small detailing brush, I'm going to add little dashed lines around the perimeter of the shirt as well as the outline of the collar. This is to create the stitching. I'm also going to use that same stitching technique to create my pocket. Using the same technique that we used to shade around our mask, we're going to shade around the opening of the shirt to create some dimension between my skin and the collared shirt. To finish off this look, I just have this machete that I got from the Halloween store. And if you want to amp this look up a little bit more, you can splatter some red face paint around your face and body to create that blood splatter. And then that's all to create your Jason look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me some comments if you have any questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And until next time, bye-bye.
You work it, no diggity. I'm about to bag it up.